Welcome, everyone. My name is JR, and I am the founder and owner of Business Leaders Network, where our whole mission is to build a community of emotionally intelligent servant leaders through education, community, and visibility. And one piece that we love to do to bring that visibility is through our roundtable interviews. And so today, I have a room full of amazing entrepreneurs who are making an impact on the world, and you get a chance to hear more about who they are, what they do, and how they can serve you. So with the first person, Kimberly, thank you so much for coming on. But because you are a veteran when it comes to podcasting, from your name, I just know that for a fact. Why don't you share a little bit more about who you are, what you do, and what inspired you to get started?
JR, thanks for having me. Yes, I am Kimberly Crowe. I'm the creator of Entrepreneur's Rocket Fuel, which has the privilege of being able to launch a ton of different really fun, cool events for visibility for entrepreneurs, one of which is Speakers Playhouse. We also have Potapalooza, which is coming up as we're recording this on March 18th. We're very excited about that, and a bunch of other events like the Influencers Cruise. And I am all about helping people step up and shine and share their passion with a greater audience. I believe that we all have some sort of magic inside us that's designed to help other people out there in the world get to where they need to go a little bit faster. And if you are not stepping up, grabbing a mic, and sharing that, then you're really doing a disservice to the world. And if you're an entrepreneur and doing that, or a coach, then somebody with twice your price and half your talent that did grab the mic is going to sell that person their program instead of you helping them out with yours. So I'm very passionate about helping people step up to the mic and share their message.
I love that. What inspired you to get started?
Oh man, my motto is if it's not fun, it's not worth doing. And I will tell you that before I started doing this, stuff wasn't fun.
Yeah.
Um, I have been I did probably what a lot of your listeners did. I went to school, I got a degree, I went and got out a good job with health insurance, climbed the corporate ladder, and 17 years later, I was at the top of a corporate ladder at as an executive director at a Fortune 1000 company. And I looked around and I didn't want to be any of the people that were at my level or above me. They were unhappy and divorced and unhealthy and, on their third marriage. And, it was just like, I don't want to live this life. What other life, what other options do I have? And it was a real sort of gut punch. They call it golden handcuffs. And if you've ever been in it, you know what it feels like. And it's not pleasant. Where you're making so much money, it doesn't make sense to quit, but you don't love it anymore. So I decided then that I would resign. And after it wasn't an overnight success, I'd love to tell you that it was just instant, like, oh, and then I made $1 billion right away becoming an entrepreneur. It's not usually like that. I mean, the stories that people tell, there's some stuff in there that didn't happen quite the right way that they thought it was going to in the beginning. And I'm no different. There were some fits and starts in there, but I stuck to my guns that if it wasn't fun, I wasn't going to do it. And as I started building this community, lots of options came my way. Oh, build a mastermind, do this, do that. But it wasn't inspiring for me. Many other people are way better at that than I would ever be. And I just stuck to what I loved doing. And for me, that was the secret sauce. And it was the secret to my success. Now I have a very large community, a great following. And I love what I do every day. I travel full time. I have great relationships with friends, family, and my clients, and I live a very blessed life right now.
Yeah, well, I hear many great things about you, so you definitely live up to the word that are spoken about you. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Doc, same question to you. Tell everyone who you are, what you do, what inspired you to get started doing what you do.
Yeah. Uh, Thanks, JR. I'm Doc, founder of Views and Leads. We help founders turn video content into predictable inbound leads using AI content system. So a lot of founders and experts I talk to, don't know what to say, who to say it to, and how to get leads with their content. So we build content system to engineer attention. So founders know exactly what to say, who to say it to, and how to generate leads with their content. And our clients average over 100 qualified leads per month organically while spending only 4 hours per week producing content. So that's what I do every day.
Love that. Dominic, same question.
Ha! Who am I? I'm Dominic Karuba.
Hoorah.
I run a company. I'm a Marine. It's a couple predictable things you do with Marines. You just go oorah and you turn your head and you look around. Um, so what I do, quite simply, is I unfuck sales systems. And typically it's the technology, but it could also be the people or the processes themselves. So it's the people, the process, the technology. I've been doing that. What inspired me to do it was I lost $1 million or more twice. But the first time I did, I actually got when I had a phone company. Um, I was a couple $1,000s shy of being a 32-year-old $1 million company owner, but I was way over $1 million in expenses that year, and it kind of blew up. And so I sold my company. And the only thing I really like doing as an entrepreneur, really that I love doing, was the training piece, right? Salesmen or trainers. I started as a salesman. I trained my teams, and I love doing it. So I started doing that for other people in 1999. And over the course of doing that, I've seen hundreds and hundreds of different technology implementations. I got hooked on Salesforce. I became an expert in that regard. I also got my degree in training. So I enable teams and organizations to make more sales, whatever it takes. And then what inspired me was just seeing, like, losing $1 million and also seeing what people are doing wrong and having that wound on myself. I always try to look for ways to help small business owners not make those same mistakes that I and lots of companies make.
Beautiful. Love that. Thank you. Shantel, same question. To share more about who you are, what you do, and what inspired you to get started. And you're on mute right now.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Thank you, JR. Can you guys hear me well? All right. My name is Shantel Taylor, and I'm a multi-brand entrepreneur and founder of Shantel Wealthy University. I help women and mothers, entrepreneurs to creators, and business owners basically turn their ideas into knowledge and creation and their passions into structure income generating businesses through digital products and so forth. So basically, for anybody that want to start their own business as well, through my online step-by-step courses. And also, one of my best success stories is working with women, with moms, and particularly with no clarity, no education, and no structure offer, and just basically helping them move through launching in an easy way with my step-by-step process that I actually give them. And also with my idol client is, again, women entrepreneurs to content creators, beauty founders, moms, again, who just want to start, grow, and expand. And you can actually follow me on my Instagram at Coach Shantel's Natural Hair.
Love that. Thank you so much. Eric, same question to you.
Thanks you so much, JR. So Eric Mangold, founder of Argosy Wealth Management. I'm also the host of Man in Search of Gold podcast. Argosy Wealth Management is a full service, comprehensive financial planning firm. And what inspired me to get started was my parents. They're blue collar folks. And when my dad started having some real serious health issues, they really needed some help financially, just really kind of mapping out what their strategy was. At the time, and I might be dating myself, back in the early mid 90s, you could talk to a CPA who was kind of like, okay, how can I help you file your taxes? But no, not really give you a lot of guidance, right? You could talk to an insurance guy, be like, well, can I sell you a policy before you want to talk? Or can I talk to a stockbroker who's like, well, I can sell you 100 shares of Apple, but I'm not really sure about what's the strategy part is. Like, there was no one to really map out all the different pieces that they had of their finances on the asset side, on the liability side, and really plan what the next 5, 10, and 20 years could look like for them. And then, so when, frankly, I was in college, there was a financial planning major that started. I joined that major, and there was definitely some twists and turns along the way, because I didn't start as a financial planner right out of the gate. It took me a while, but I've been an advisor for 15 years now, and 3 years ago I launched my own practice, which has been just phenomenal.
Love that. Congratulations on that.
Thanks.
Sounds like you have good success.
Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you.
For me, my company is called Business Leaders Network, and our whole mission is to build a community of emotionally intelligent servant leaders. We love serving entrepreneurs and looking for those thought leaders, the servant leaders that go beyond the transactions, but learning to help each other. I love the quote where Zig Ziglar says, help more people get what they want, you'll get what you want. And so inside of our community, we focus on three main things: education, community, and visibility. So what can we do to teach you guys and provide the skill sets and the resources that can help you guys grow? It's not about competing with each other. It's about being the backbone like the Marine Corps and making sure we each got our six. And so within our community, we look for those thought leaders, the servant leaders who are emotionally intelligent, who really want to grow. And I love teaching people how to leverage in-person experiences. If you ever hosted an event, there's good ways and there's bad ways. Anyone can host an event, but how many people can actually profit from an in-person experience? And that's what I specialize in. And so my name is JR. I'm with the Business Leaders Network, and we help small business owners with growth and development of their business through education, community, and visibility. All right, Eric, the next question, I'm going to start with you since you were last time. Why don't you share one of your best client success stories? Where were they at when they started with you, and what did you help them achieve?
So you start getting into my industry, right? And you start working with people on their finances and everything, and you realize that, when people are about 5 or 6 or 7 years away from retirement, like this becomes real. This isn't just, hey, this is a fun industry, fun job to work. This is somebody's life, their hopes and their dreams, and they're working, and most of us are breaking their backs to get into retirement. And when I was working with this one client when they were about 5 years away from retirement, and then when they were actually retired, I could feel the uneasiness that they had about actually pulling the trigger on going to work every day to then not, right? And to not working every day. And then also that mental shift from you're taught all your life, save, 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 save. Well, what are you saving for? Then it turns into that change, that mental change of now all the things that you save for, now you're spending. You're spending to live a comfortable retirement. And the success story was having a client execute on the strategy that we built for them to live comfortably and confidently in retirement, to take a lot of the risk off of the table. And also to the point where they said to me about 6 months after they retired, we were really, really uneasy about getting into this, not from an asset perspective, but from a mental perspective. And you were so helpful and you were there for us the entire way, kind of just reassuring us that, hey, you guys are on the right track. Really, the only thing we could do at this point is mess this up. But they knew I was there no matter what. And, when they said that to me, it really hit home, to say, this is not just an everyday career type of thing. This is an industry where you're truly changing people's lives.
I love that. Anyone that doesn't have a good account, that makes and breaks a business. So we need someone that's helping us with what we do and managing our money. Kimberly, I'm going to go to you next. Share one of your best client success stories. And for those of you that are not watching the chat, please drop in your contact information so each of us on this call can connect with each other, and put your socials in there, what you do, and best way to contact each other.
Awesome. I love it when a new speaker steps up to the mic and is able to share a story and feels like that was fun. That was easier than I thought. That was amazing. And I have tons of those stories from women, from men. But one of my favorite stories is from a young girl. Her name is Uma Bambrew. She's amazing. She spoke on the Voices of Women Summit, which is in honor of International Women's Day. We've had it for 6 years running, and she was on one of our very first ones. She spoke at the age of 9. She'd never spoken before at a public event or anything like it. And since then, she's spoken every year on the Voices of Women Summit. And each year she comes back and shares more about her speaking story. And now she's 13 and she has spoken in front of 25,000 people at UCLA. She has launched a business and she has her own TED Talk. And so to be able to inspire a young woman to be able to step up and speak has been really powerful for me. As you know, again, my name is Kimberly Crowe, and I'm very passionate about helping people step up to the mic and shine. But when you see something like that happen, it's really, really transformational. I know that I was not told as a young woman, "Hey, Kimberly, we'd love to hear you talk more. We'd love to have you like get more chatty. We'd like to have you say more things." Like nobody ever said nobody ever in my life, right? And so if we can encourage young women to be able to step up and let them know that we do want to hear from them, we want to hear their ideas, we want to hear what they're passionate about, we want them to step up and be not afraid of the microphone. that's when I just get chills and get very excited about it. And so she's a superstar in my book, and she's amazing. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you have 1,000 more stories like that, and that's a beautiful story. And the stories like that reminds me of why I do what I do. Whenever I know that I made an impact in someone's life and stuff like that. So that's an amazing story. I love that. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
Yeah,
all her.
yeah, that's awesome. Well, you had an impact in her life, so that's awesome. Dominic, same question for you, man. Share where was someone at when they started, and what did you help them achieve?
So I'll tell you one. It was I started. A buddy of mine was a market research VP, and he got laid off back in '08, and then he got hooked into the internet marketing thing. Yada yada yada. Moved forward. 3 years ago, health has always been important to him, but 3 years ago, Fred had trouble. He sold his internet marketing company. That all failed. He went back to doing corporate work, but as an older dude, new technology and stuff, he was working a job that he just didn't love. It was beating him up like crazy. It was causing his health. So he started FredX, Fitness Over 50. And so, I was messing around with this platform called Go High Level. I'm a Salesforce guy, but this is a marketing platform. I'm messing around. I got him set up. He was one of my first customers, been a customer ever since, but he's also my best man at my wedding. So I did it for free. But one of the great things was I keep asking him, like, is this working for you? Like, he's like, dude, you told, like, the first time he booked an appointment that the AI, he said, I got an appointment on my calendar automatically. It was great. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's what I did. And it wasn't just about the website or the CRM or the automation or the AI. All that stuff was great, but I just love seeing people get the results that they were hoping for from the technology they bought, which is really the core message of what I do. You buy technology mostly because it's shiny and bright and promising, and then it fails and you're blaming technology. It's not your business. Stop doing it. Like, my business is to make the technology work. Your business is to work on the things you do good at in the world for your business, right? So let me make those decisions. You're making the wrong decisions. It's not working and you don't know how to do it. I know that because I did the same thing for myself, and I've seen it happen to other people. I've seen it happen at Fortune 13 companies, and I've seen it happen at solopreneurs starting up. It's a lot to take on. Even technology people, I struggle with it all the time. I'm just crazy addicted to new technology all the time, whether I can't stop myself to trying something new all the time. So I just love helping people see the aha moments in, even if something as simple as, using their calendar correctly, or creating a massively complex sales cadence for a team of 100 salespeople. Either one's fine for me. I like solving those problems and making results happen. Because my dad always taught me as a band director, it's results, not excuses, that matter. So I try to take that on personally.
I love that. And I like what you said, when you buy technology, we need to make sure we get whatever we paid for to work. Because it's so frustrating when you buy something and you can't
honestly,
get it to work.
Let me give a little lesson to you leaders out there. You leaders are so strong and powerful, and yet you say the stupidest things for the money you spend on your company. I've seen a VP of sales do it. In one sentence, he blew a $50 million implementation of software, including training, everything, right? He said, I don't care about the software. Just hit the numbers, to me and his 4 vice presidents. And I'm like, yeah, man, you just blew it. Because I dealt with those people for the next 5 years, training them on how to coach and communicate more effectively. And I always brought up the technology. And that message permeated the organization faster than COVID did the world. Like, those things that leaders do to screw themselves and their companies around technology, it's amazing. And just stop saying stuff like that. It's dumb. It's dumb and it's expensive. And you'll go broke.
And another expensive thing is talking bad about other people, other leaders, because it always comes back and you're going to find it. So.
Oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that either. But I'm a Marine. They didn't teach me not to do that.
Oh, I wasn't saying in reflection of what you were saying. I'm just saying that is one of the dumb things that some people do is, yeah.
Always.
All right.
So that's it. So that's what I like. Those are the things that that I like to see people get their money's worth.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I love that. Chantel, same thing for you. Tell us one of your best client success stories.
Yeah, so one of my best client success stories is through my programs and coaching. My clients have actually gone from feeling overwhelmed and stuck to gaining that structure, that confidence, and just the ability to actually monetize their expertise while building their brands that align with their lifestyle and also long-term goals.
I love that. Very cool. Thank you. And Doc, same question for you.
Yeah, like before that, so like work best with like coaches, experts, and like B2B founders who want authority and inbound leads, but don't want to become influencers. So like this is exactly one of those like clients. One of our recent clients we had is Chris. He's a technical founder, and he's building a peer-to-peer betting app, right? He invested $20,000 building a platform, but he had no marketing at all, right? So we started working, we built a short form content series for him. And this is a faceless channel, so he doesn't have to appear on camera. So we cloned his voice with AI and started to make videos on a proven content model. So, and first video on a brand new channel, boom, like gets 10,000 views. Videos following that getting currently 7,000 views, zero ad spent, and more than that, his waitlist hit 6,000 people. So that's a great win for us and for Chris. You can watch that full case study on my channel, my new channel, Doc's Lab on YouTube. So yeah.
I love that. Very beautiful. If you guys are looking to build your YouTube channel, make sure you reach out to Doc. He'll take care of you. All right, for me, I'm gonna focus on more of a referral story that I want to share instead of a money story, because I think we all hear about money and it's great. But there's one story I've been sharing more recently about a member inside of our community. Her name's Sydney, and has such a beautiful soul. She helps ministries and other like churches and other organizations with their marketing and stuff like that. And it was a few years ago. She came to one of our in-person experience events, like a networking thing up in Washington D.C. And she was over in the corner and just very timid. She's very much an introvert, doesn't really like getting out there and just talking to people, which is very strange for what she does. And over time of working with her, helping her with her offers and talking with her and connecting with her, she really came out of her shell. And it wasn't even that long ago, maybe less than a year ago, I sent her one connection of a friend of mine from church that was looking to start a men's ministry, and she helped him with his branding. Well, I introduced her to another person at my church, and that needed help with other operations and marketing and stuff like that. And where where I had the awe moment was, well, first off, she goes to my church too. But it didn't always start out that way. Like we realized that before we all went to the same church, and then we both left that same church and went to a different church at the same time. And when I was making those connections, we didn't realize at first that we were going to the same church, because it was always different services of what we were doing. And I'm a worship leader, and so just a few weeks ago, I'm on stage and playing the guitar, and I'm looking out, and she's in the back doing the AV stuff and managing the slides and stuff. And I had that moment. I was like, it just reminded me about why I'm doing what I'm doing, because that one connection to an individual helped with the branding, and then the next connection, it changed her life. And now she's not out there marketing herself that much, and she's stewarding the connections and the business that she does have that I know is going to flourish for years to come. And she really stepped out of her element. And I just love sharing that story, because we all hear you're one connection away, and that's true. And for her, it was that one connection that really changed her whole family's life and where they're at. And one of her clients is the Christian radio station here in the Northern Virginia area as well. So she does stuff for them with marketing and other stuff, and a bunch of other ministries. And so just was a proud moment. I felt like a big brother or big daddy, just like, man, that just made me proud. So I was really excited about that. And I could talk about money all day, about how I help people with their events and transaction stuff. But to me, that connection within the community made even bigger difference. So All right, Doc, I'm going to go with you on this one, next one. And what I would like you to share is like, who is your, what I like to say, your perfect client, but who is your perfect client, and what is the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Right. I work best with coaches, experts who have stories to tell and like who help other people. That's what I wake up to every day. So I love what I do. And um like if you're a technical founder or you have expertise, and I know how hard it's to build a great product, great service, but also share that message with masses. So like I simplify the process. I help you do that. And yeah, like if you're looking to build your authority, either on camera or without that. So like we have options to like build your personal brands or like faceless channels, or like we have in the AI age, testing with AI avatars, and I'm getting million views on those AI avatar videos as well. So accept it or not, the world is turning into that, and you can adapt to that as well. And yeah, so coaches, experts, B2B founders, those are the people I work best with.
Love that. Kimberly, same question for you. Who's your perfect client, and how was the best way for them to get in touch with you? Oh,
My
before you go, sorry, Doc, what is the best way they can get in touch with you?
Um, so I have a training, like you can watch that at ai.viewsandleads.com. So like you can see our entire system, how it works and everything, and you can have a good idea of what to do, and like you can book a call through there. Or next place is LinkedIn. So Doc Arthas.
Awesome, love that. All right, Kimberly, back to you. Let's try
Awesome.
again.
Awesome. JR, thanks for having us. This has been really fun. I've really enjoyed this panel and I've enjoyed your stories as well. Super inspirational humans here. Again, I'm Kimberly Crowe. I help people step up and shine on stage. I put on events and hand you the mic. I would love to have you come play with us for free at Speakers Playhouse. Just go to speakersplayhouse.com. That's speakersplayhouse.com. It's a free gamified networking event that happens every single Thursday for you to step up and shine, but also to find podcasts, radio shows, TV shows, web summits that you might be able to speak on. So all you need to do is show up. It is free to attend. We don't charge for any of that. And we have a lot of fun along the way, because if it's not fun, it's not worth doing. Thanks, JR.
Thank you. I love that. Dominic, who's your perfect client, and where's the best way to connect?
I don't know my perfect client yet. The perfect client lives in my mind right now. They listen, they hire me for my expertise. And here's the hard part: they actually listen to what I have to say. That's kind of a critical element I haven't seen, even with people who pay me a lot of money. Again, your ideas are not as good as your expertise in your business. So I am looking for companies that I would say, look, they got to have a budget. Um, I can work with somebody without a budget and help them get there. Well, I'll take a slice of the action. But typically, if they're doing about $500,000 to $5 million, and they want to, in some way, fix the roadblocks that will then allow them to build the foundation to be able to grow their business, or at least survive in this very competitive marketplace we live in. Those are the kind of customers I have. You don't have to be a $500,000 company. You just got to be able to afford some of my time. So, but typically $500,000 companies can afford, 5 to 50,000 a year. At kind of the way that I'm going to work with you and double that value. So does that help? But professional services firms, your carpenter. If your carpenter's got a good business, I can help him too. So I can scale down, but my ideal clients are those owners that are still involved in sales, and they're doing $500,000 to $5 million, and they're still the roadblock that they don't realize.
Love that. Shantel, same question to you. Who's your perfect client, and where can they get in touch with you? Oh, you're on mute.
Sorry about that, JR. Yeah, so my perfect client, again, is moms, women entrepreneurs, to beauty founders, content creators, basically anyone that basically want to start or grow a brand that have lack of knowledge, that want to just cut out all of the wasting their money, their time, and their energy while I handle everything on the back end. And they can actually follow me on my Instagram at Coach Chantel's Natural Hair. Again, Coach Chantel's Natural Hair. And also my website, chantelwealthyuniversity.com.
Love that. And Eric.
So, medical professionals and physicians are the biggest part of my practice. I was introduced to a neurosurgeon a number of years ago, and just the way that he shared the information about how in the medical profession, you're not taught financial wellness. You're not taught how to grow wealth, protect wealth, or anything like that. And it's also to add to that, medical professionals view money as the ultimate taboo topic. One of my most brilliant clients, she's insanely intelligent, super sarcastic, which means I even like her even more. But whenever we talk about her investments, she always says, she stops me. She's like, Eric, you realize I would rather have my eyeballs tattooed than talk about my finances. And I just said, she goes, I just don't have the acumen for it. I need someone that's going to be my wingman to take me from point A to point B, and that's you. Okay. So it's medical professionals, doctors, physicians, nurses, LPNs, and emangold.com is my website. Best place to get me. It's got some freebies on there, including some videos, a Retire Happy ebook, which is probably the most popular ebook that people can download for free.
Love that. Well, guys, my name is JR, and I'm the founder of Business Leaders Network, and I love working with speakers, coaches, authors, and service professionals who exemplify emotional intelligence and servant leadership. And they look past the transaction and focus more on the heart of serving and helping other people. And so any small business owner that is wanting to be part of a community to give back, but also be able to grow their network through referral-based type connections, then those are the people I would love to talk to. And the best way to connect with us is on our website at blncommunity.com. That's blncommunity.com. And I would love to connect with anyone who is interested in learning more about Business Leaders Network. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for jumping on here today. And for everyone that's out there, if you found something interesting in a person that you would like to connect with, make sure you reach out to them based off of where they sent their information to. And until next time, Semper Fi.
Hoorah!